Good morning, everyone. My name is Patient here. Thank you for joining us today. So it's been a while since our last Sonicwall webinar. So it's a pleasure to have you all today. Good to see everyone is here. I hope everyone is doing well. So there's actually a few more to coming in. So maybe we wait about like 2 minutes, we will start. So for now, everyone can chill, and if you have any questions, you may leave your questions in the chat box and we will attend to your questions soon. So our topic today is about Sonicwall NSM and Sonicwall Analytics. And our speaker today is Mr. Choi from Secure One. So he is our network engineer. So probably we will wait about 1 minute more and we will start soon. Thank you. Okay, 1 minute here. Okay, I think without further delay, let's start the webinar. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us today. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat box and we will attend to your inquiry later. So Choi, pass it to you.
Okay. Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Choi. I'm from Secure One. Today our topic is about the Sonicwall Network Security Manager and Sonicwall Analytics. So the Network Security Manager, which is we call it as a NSM, is actually more on the management, and also it do have the analytics function as well. And the analytics is actually for you to more on the analyze function. So there are two different products. So if someone are looking just for analysis on the data or the traffic, so he might look for the Sonicwall Analytics. So we'll start our topic. So today our agenda will introduction to the NSM and the analytics, as well as we have the customer use cases and the Q&A. So firewall management challenges. So nowadays, a lot of the IT administrator, they have facing this kind of firewall management challenges, because the management is become more complexity, because they have so-called a lot of the firewall in their branches or HQ, or that's why they have to manage this one by one. So it become more complicated already. So but besides that, it also have the misconfiguration policies. 99% of the firewall breach are actually caused by the misconfiguration, because they do not have so-called the verified on the policy. So that's why they have all these security issue and misconfiguration policy. And then they have the lack of visibility on the security approaches, lack of awareness, because difficult to monitor all the firewall. So they have to monitor maybe one by one. So they have the limited insight into all the activities that all the users are accessing, maybe to what website they are accessing, what application they are accessing. So this is some of the firewall management challenges they are actually facing. Also, they have the limited view and lack of the action in the security information because of slow detect. So that's why they have this kind of issue, and also they have the heightened risk, insufficient of knowledge in terms of the users and the risk of the application, and then also the advanced traits. So they are also facing the daily monitoring because they have a lot of firewall they have to manage. So impossible they have to go through one by one of the firewall. So it's a lot of the issue they are facing on the monitoring. That's why the troubleshooting also will become slowness already. That's why it will cause all the firewall management challenges issue here. So this is the use case. As we know that NSM is more on the management. So if you have the a lot of the firewall in different branches, so you can add it to the NSM. So they will be in one single pane of glass. So you will see all your firewall inside here, and then it's more easy for you to manage. So NSM is a comprehensive firewall management and also for the reporting analytics function. So it provides you a central control on all your firewalls and also 360 visibility. So you can see all your firewall in just a single pane of glass. So this is the example of the view. So you will see how many firewall already entered, how many is down, and then other information as well. So what does NSM do for you? So NSM is actually centralize all your firewall management for all your environments, no matter you are using the NSV firewall or the hardware firewall in different branches or in your DC as well. So you can centralize all your firewall in just one dashboard. So we can centralize in one dashboard and then easier for your firewall management. So we can deploy and manage in different device group as well as the tenant, and then you can synchronize all your security policy across the environment so that you can see everything just from one dynamic dashboard only. So with MSM, you can be in control because you can control all your firewall in just one place, and then it will be more efficient, effective, because you can work faster and become smarter without less effort using, because you can using they have the so-called the self-guided workflow for you, so you can work more efficient and you can be more aware. You have this, you can study the risk and threats in just real time because they have the analytics and the report provided to you. That's why you can be more secure to so-called we establish all your configuration and policy across all the networks. So this is the NSM summary slide. The summary of this NSM, they have the improvement on the securities because they have the closed network support, as well as the account lockout security and account access control through the whitelisted IPs. And then they have provided the 2FA in the NSM on-prem. So in terms of the usability enhancement, you can maybe upgrade your firmware because you have a lot of firewall, let's say more than 10 firewall, you can upgrade in one shot for all your firewall because they had provided the multi-device firmware upgrade as well as the multi-device certificate management. And then they have provided the interface support in template. Also in Gen 7 firewall, you can log in to the unit, as well as they also provide the schedule backup for the firewall config and also the TSR backup. In terms of the deployment flexibility, they have provided the HA support. And then for the NSM on-prem deployment, they have added the new deployment option for you. Is the Azure and the KVM. So for existing, they have the EXSI and Hyper-V. So for the hardware and software support expansion, they provided the unified policy management for the Sonic OS X support also for the Gen 7 NSV series, NSA series, and Gen 7 NSSP series as well. So we will talk about the NSM usability enhancement. So this is the Sonic OS X unified policy management support. Now the NSM they do provide this unified policy for the Sonic OS X, and they have supported the security policy, the net policy, route policy, and also discretion policy, DOS policy, and address objects and services. So they have the template for you to just a very simple and straightforward template for you. Also, you can see all your net policy over here in your right screen here. You can see all your net policy, route policy, all in just a single pane of glass. And then for the device group limitation, because the Sonic OS and Sonic OS X are different operating systems, so they cannot group together to apply the template. So they have to be different, separate. So this is the Sonic OS X supported template. So you can configure the device interface in the template. So it allows you to include your network interface configuration in the template. So you can create like a virtual or VPN tunnel interface. So the IP address have to be static. So it will enforce the interface configuration towards all or multiple devices for your firewall. As I said before, they have provided the multi-device firmware upgrade. So this is actually to boost the admin's productivity because they have to manage a lot of the firewall. So impossible for them to upgrade it one by one. So this is the features they have provided. So you can upgrade the firmware to all your firewalls. So you can schedule firmware upgrade during the maintenance. Log into the unit. So this is Gen 7 device running on Sonic OS or OXS only. So the user or the admin, is the admin, IT admin, they can utilize these features. For example, they need to do troubleshooting or packet capture of the device. So they can go through a secure connection from the NSM. They can log into the firewall, and then they can do all their troubleshooting over there. So this is the login screen, log into the unit, but it's actually in read-only mode because they can do for troubleshooting, allow you to do for troubleshooting. So this is the schedule config backup and the TSR backup. So you a lot of the firewall you have to manage. So you have to back up one by one. So we can schedule it. So once we schedule this, so he can help you to do the scheduling for the config backup and as well as the TSR backup. So this is actually available for all your managed firewall. So if you have a lot of the firewall, so this is a very fast and easy way for you because you can straight away do a schedule backup. NSM on-prem. So just now that one is NSM cloud. This is NSM on-prem. We have the new security features. So this is a closed network support. We have these new features, so-called the closed network support, because some of the sectors, for example, like government, they have their own internal policy. So maybe this firewall they have isolated to go to internet. So you can manage in your own closed network only. So NSM also provided this function. So NSM can deploy in this closed network. So you can upgrade or patch or download the licenses and apply to all your firewalls in closed network. So they have no connection to outside environment, because some of the government or other sector like technology also, some of them also using the closed network. So the on-prem also provided the account lockout security features because it wanted to prevent unauthorized access to the NSM environment. So the admin actually, they can enable or disable the account lockout for a user, and also they can set the fail login attempts before the user get logged, and then they can the admin can also restore the lockout account and also set the duration for all the users. So for the account access control, you can provide unauthorized access to NSM environment from malicious insider, because your internal user, so you can also control it. We can control by the IP whitelisting. So only the selected whitelisted IP can access to the system. So this is one of the features. We do provide the authenticator app two-factor support also for your on-prem NSM. So we have Google Authenticator for you, for example. So when the user trying to log in, so they have to apply the security code, the two-factor code, then only they can log in. So for the NSM on-prem deployment flexibility, last time we only supported ESXi and Hyper-V, but now they already added new instance that running on the Azure, as well as we supported on the KVM hypervisor. So now we are supported ESXi, Hyper-V, KVM, and also Azure as well. So NSM on-prem HA support, because some of the company, they require redundant. They don't want their network is down, so they can have this so-called HA support. So the NSM will provide you the HA support. So they were using the keep alive approach to detect the failure of the NSM, but it only supported for active standby. So you require also to purchase the HA license to manage, and the managed license will sync with primary only automatically. So they will once they detect any issue maybe on the primary, so they will fail over to the secondary NSM. So NSM 2.3 SaaS enhancement. So now the NSM 2.3, they have the enhancement of the template variable. They also supported SD-WAN orchestration and monitoring, as well as the VPN orchestration and monitoring. So the template use case, you can build up actually more than 100 lah. You can, for this is example, you can build up 100 sites using a single template to eliminating the manual configuration at each site. So it will automatically assign you the interface, the subnet or the gateway, and the static route at the firewall edge each site. And then all your other setting and policy also identical. So this is the template to deploy. So this is very convenient. So you can create your variable when you doing the template configuration. So the you will assign the device a specific value during the template application automatically. So when you click add, you can see here the interface, and then you can create a new template variable. This is the variable example, DNS server IP, host name, FQDN, or any octet of the IP address. So the template variable customer value because it can centralize and deploy any number of your remote firewall with its unique interface setting. So this is very useful because it's also applied across multiple device group. For the SD-WAN orchestration use case, so this is the example. I want to build up 100 sites with the SD-WAN connectivity to communicate with each other. So you can centralize all this and manage in just from one place. So this is also very useful because business critical application will never go down and always operating in a peak performance. So you can configure using the SD-WAN function in the NSM. So this is the features of the SD-WAN. You can configure and monitor your enterprise SD-WAN network because they have the self-guided workflow for you. So this is a very useful and easier way for you to do. You can centralize and establish and enforce the application-based traffic. So each and other traffic steering configuration also across and between all your sites. So you can build and operate many of the high performance networks over low cost public internet services. So this is the features of the SD-WAN. So in terms of the customer value for the SD-WAN, for the business benefit, it is available in the NSM Essential and also NSM Advanced at zero additional cost. So this SD-WAN function now available in NSM Essential and Advanced license without any additional cost. So in terms of the operation benefits, so it will make the so-called the distributor enterprise and also MSSP IT job become more easier and uncomplicated. It also facilitates the rapid deployment of the SD-WAN because some of the company, if they have SD-WAN configuration, so if you want to manage all your sites, it's more complicated lah. So now the NSM provide the features you can manage and enforce and sync all your SD-WAN configuration across all your sites. So this is the SD-WAN monitoring. You can see the interface status, the utilization, and the performance SLA. So this is the monitoring features example screen showing here. Also, it allows you, the admin, to troubleshoot and resolve the issue timely. So you will get consistent the SD-WAN configuration across all the sites. Also, it can gain the optimal level of WAN and application performance. For the VPN orchestration and monitoring use case, is actually similar with the SD-WAN. Also, you can set up VPN setting and policy across all your branches also. So they have the self-guided wizard, so anyone can configure everything just from one place, and then it will reduce your capacity and learning curve. So you will be aware of the network traffic going through all the tunnel because they have the monitoring tool for you. So this is the monitoring features. So it centralize and simplify the configuration because they have the wizard. So you can step by step follow the wizard to configure this VPN. And then you can monitor the health of the VPN tunnel. So this is the example. You can see the VPN tunnel is showing up here for, let's say, all your VPN tunnel. You already configured. So in terms of the customer value for the VPN, so business benefit, this is same as the SD-WAN also, is available in NSM Essential and NSM Advanced license without any extra cost. And in terms of the operation benefits, it also facilitate the rapid deployment of your site-to-site VPN. So for the security features, visibility of what company resources and application are using in the VPN tunnel. So from there, you can see all your resources for the VPN via the monitoring features there. So you will see the application are using via the VPN tunnel as well. So it's very visible. So for the NSM packet, we have the NSM Essential, Advanced, and the NSM On-Prem. So this is the management function. For these three, actually they do not have much different, but they add on the SD-WAN orchestration and monitoring as well as the VPN also. For the management, there is no other different because all these three types, they are also have the same function for the management. But for the reporting and the analytic, they have the difference. So for the NSM Advanced, yeah, they provided the productivity report, but you require the AGSS or the CGSS license on the generation 6.5 or 6 firewalls. And for the Gen 7 firewall, you will require an essential protection license. So for the productivity report, the NSM Essential and the NSM On-Prem, they do not provide this function, as well as the VPN report also. So these two reports only provided in the NSM Advanced License. So for the schedule report also, the on-prem also did not provide you the schedule report. The NSM Essential and Advanced provide you, but the NSM Essential, they do not provide the flow report. And then the day of the report data for Advanced, they keep for 1 year, but for Essential only 7 days. So on-prem, they do not have this day of reporting data. And then for the analytics function also, for NSM Advanced, they have provided you all these user-based analytics, application analytics, trip analytics, and drill down function also. For the NSM Advanced, they actually not supported currently in the NSSP hardware platform. So for Analytic 3.1, they have the infrastructure enhancement. So Analytic 3.1 SaaS, the new design, they have the cloud native and microservices architecture. So now the new user experience, they become 25% faster response already. And if you load the gigabyte of the data, actually they less than 1 minute or so, and also on demand scale. So with analytics, you can see everything or everywhere, because you can have the real-time risk monitoring and analysis in all your networks or user traffic that pass through your firewall. So you can have the real-time monitoring. So from there, you can drill down to see the heightened risk. So they have the precious detection. Also, they have up to 1 year of the historical record for all your traffic analysis. And then it's also very useful because it's a scale and performance at cloud agility and elastic to make the demanding enterprise requirement. So this is the productivity report use case. So if you want to monitor and track the users, so they have the productivity group to show you. So you can see all your users, whether they are accessing productivity website or not. And then any acceptable or unacceptable internet usage behavior. So productive and unproductive time spent on the website. So all this you can actually see in the report. So you can see what sites the employee visited on the internet, because you can drill down, you can see more. So how long and when the employee spent on the site. And you can track also the usage during office and non-office hour. So they have provided this productivity analytic. So you can see the user web activities, then you can classify into the productivity group. So you can classify it into whether it's a productive group or unproductive, or is it acceptable or unacceptable, or any custom defined group. So you from there you can, from the report, you can create the group. So this is the productivity group. It will show you in the report. So you can see productive, for example, business and economy. All these things actually you can customize once you analyze the report. Yeah, this is the example you customize. Then you can add to the group. So this is the productivity report view. And then from there, you can drill down. This is the report view. You can drill down also from the top users. So you can see whether this user is accessing the acceptable group or unproductive group, or accessing the productive website. All these things you can see from here because we can drill down from the report. Yeah, drill down from the report. So you can see here. So it will show you all the user accessing to which website, whether it's a productive or unproductive or acceptable. So from there, you can plan your resources. Yeah, okay. Also, they provide you the, you can drill down for the CFS policy also. So you can, based on the website name or website category, then you can do your action. Maybe you want to block this user to access, or allow this user to access those websites. Yeah. So you can drill down from there. So this is the top website report showing. You can click here, click the website. Then it will show you all these details. You can drill down to see which website this user accessing, what time they are accessing actually. And then also you can drill down from the website report. Then you can add it, whether you want to block it. Website category also. The same thing, you can drill down from the website category. Yeah. So for the customer value, for the business benefit, you can cultivate the productive workplace culture, and then you can establish a positive code of the conduct policies. So from there also, for the operation benefits, because we have the insight into the utilization. So from there, you can actually plan your resources also lah, and then you can nurture, optimal the workforce productivity. Then you can manage your company bandwidth resources, because you, from all your report that you already analysis, and you can plan your I mean your resources to do for this. And then the security, in terms of the security benefits, so you can see and understand what the employee is trying to accessing all this internet, and then their internet usage also behavior. From there you can control the website. So then you can manage, maintain a positive security posture. So this is the VPN report. Also, they do provide you the VPN report. So you want to monitor the activities and data transfer performed over the VPN. So you will know who actually or the activities belongs to who, and what they are actually performed. So you can track how much resources and bandwidth are actually consumed via the VPN tunnel. So this is the example report features, because they provide you the visibility into data transfer over the VPN tunnel. So you can see from the initiator, the responder, and then you also can see how much the data they are actually transferring. So from there, you can see all the resources and the bandwidth for your VPN. So it help you to monitor the business critical application. Then you can control the bandwidth also. Then you can planning for the capacity growth use case. So if you want to try on the NSM, you can just simply go to this cloud.sonicwall.com, just sign up, then you sign in, and then you can register your firewall. So from there, you can enable the NSM function, and then you can make sure you have zero touch enabled in all your firewall. So you can edit your firewall to the NSM, and then from there, you can do a lot of things and manage your firewall. So this is a use case example for the NSFP because they have to manage a lot of the different branches or for their client. So you can create multiple tenants, and then you can edit their firewall into different tenants. So you can manage in just a single pane of glass. So you no need to, edit of this. So in one single pane of glass, you can see all your clients in different tenants, all the firewall also added to the NSM. So it's very useful and convenient. Okay, so I will show you some demo on the NSM. Okay, you can go to this Sonicwall website, which is live demo sonicwall.com, and then you can look for the NSM. Okay, then you can view the demo. Okay, for example, this is the after you log into the NSM. So this is the first screen you see, the dashboard. You can see the firewall already added here. And then if let's say there's any offline firewall, it will also showing here how many expiring license, so how many groups. You can see your firewall is coming from different location. So from here, you can see all your firewall here, whether it's online or this thing. Also, you can log into the firewall to manage. So it's very convenient. For example, let's say I log into this one. Yeah, it will show you the firewall details, and from there also you can go to configure all the configuration. Is actually exactly same as your firewall, so you can just go in. So this is the things that showing exactly in the firewall also, and then you can actually doing monitoring. They do provide the live report, all these thing, and then you can going to this analytic. So from there As I say, you can also drill down all the things, then you can see. Okay, this is the example of the users, how many they are accessing all these things. So whether is it you can build out. I think this is yeah. So for example, like this user, so I can drill down to see more. So what actually they are trying to accessing, what website they are trying to accessing. So from there you can drill down more to see the things if you want. So they have provided a lot of the function. Okay, whether you can drill down from the user or the application, and then you also can see any let's say there is intrusion of or the spyware they detected, they also were showing here. So this is the website category, what website actually they are accessing. You can select the how many hours. Yeah, so from there you can build down also this unrated. What is the unrated here? So from there you can see all the things. So if you want to switch back to the NSM interface, so you can just simply just switch back, and then you can change to other firewall if you want to have a look. Then they provided this template also, so you can create your template and deploy to your, let's say, Sonic OS, all these things. They have the VPN topology, but this one they do not have in the demo. So you can create your VPN over here also, as well as the SD-WAN. You can create the things over here. This is the productivity group, as we see just now in the slide. So if you drill down from the report, so you can see all this, whether the user is accessing to productive website or unproductive. So from there, you can plan your resources. You can plan your, so whether you want this user to access or not. So from there, you can maybe to block it. Yeah. So this is the current demo showing you the productive website or this web category. Also, they have provided you the schedule backup also. Yeah, you can do your whatever the weekly backup or daily backup. Yeah, sorry, monthly backup. So you can backup whether it's a firewall backup or the TSR backup. So you can create your group here. Let's say you have a different firewall. You want to assign it to a different group. You can create over here also. Then they will show you the config management, whether anything still pending. So this is more secure lah, before you apply to your firewall. So you can have a look first before you commit all the things. So to prevent a misconfiguration, they have this audit function as well. You can select which firewall. You can see what are the audit. They actually what is the log showing here. Also, you can create the report as well. So if let's say you want to see the threat reports, you also can create on this monthly report. So they have the schedule report for you. So you no need to maybe log in one by one to see the firewall. what are the things over the past 1 week. So they have provided the schedule report over here. You can select how many firewall you want to have the schedule. So this is very convenient if you have a lot of the firewall. You can see the report. Okay, if any one of you have the interested in this NSM, you may also contact us so we can show you more on this in your environment as well. So actually this is just a demo. Anyone of you interested, you can also view on the demo first. So if you're interested, you can contact us for more information. So far, I think this is the only things that I want to show you in the NSM. So if any one of you have a question, you may drop down in the Q&A section.
Okay, thank you, Troy. So everyone, is there any questions here? You may open your mic and speak with Troy, or you can leave down your questions in the chat room. And for those that miss out the front part, no worries. I will share this slide and the recording after the webinar ended. So if you have not registered with the link that your sales representative given you, you may leave down your email address here. Yeah. So is there any questions? No, I think there's no questions from everyone. Everyone is clear with Troy's presentation. Okay. With that, I think we can end our section and do look forward to our next webinar. We will send the webinar invitation if we have any. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Hope you have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.